Men, you got it wrong. You think you're falling flat with your compliments because they're about a woman's physical appearance, and you're just thinking like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I shouldn't have said that. She's probably heard that a billion times. I've heard that. I've heard that before. I shouldn't do that. I should give her a compliment on something non-physical." And I want to tell you that it is so wrong. So wrong that I just want to help steer you and correct that. Let's talk about that next. What's up, everyone? Mario here, and I need to change your views. I know that most people, they think like, oh yeah, you shouldn't compliment a woman based on her physical appearance because it's just superficial. She's tired of hearing those compliments, and she didn't earn it. Her parents gave her her genes and whatever. That's like really top layer sort of awareness. And I want you to get much deeper. I want you to understand the why, because if you understand the why, your accomplishments and your success in the dating world are going to skyrocket to the top 20%, and hopefully that top elite 4% of the dating pool. So let's do it. I want to help you understand the why instead of just stop doing this. Why? Because the why is going to help you succeed so much more. So to do it, what I need to talk to you about first is surprises. Surprises can be either basically good or bad, all right? Yin and yang. The thing is, we don't mind good surprises. Whether good news is expected or unexpected, we don't mind. All right, it's not like we go around and say like, all right, I've had 3 unexpected positive surprises. Cap me off for the day because I can't take any more. No, no, no. We're like shower us with the good news. Expected, unexpected, shower me, okay? Now, bad news. Nobody ever wants bad news. And the only way to make bad news worse is to turn it into a surprise. Like, surprise! Bad news. None of us are ever going to be fired up for that moment. Okay? So now let's analyze a little bit more about surprises. Why are positive surprises so good? Well, let's look at Christmas, okay? Christmas is a time of year that all of us, if you don't celebrate, you're familiar with, and you understand that basically we all know that there's this day coming when we get presents. Presents being something good, a positive surprise, right? So the only real question is, well, how much of a positive surprise? And you don't know. And to earn that surprise, what do you have to do? Well, sometimes all you have to do is just be patient. Don't open that gift underneath the tree that's been there a week. Maybe you have to be good. You're a kid. Maybe you have to behave. Maybe you have to get good grades. Maybe you need to ask your parents over and over and over and over, Mom, Dad, I want this, I want this, I want this. I would love it if you got me this. It would mean the world to me. And you have to put forth some effort. There's a level of effort, but there is a payoff. So with surprise, the surprise is the payoff, the reveal. All right. We not probably, for sure, we appreciate the gifts way more because of the effort involved. Now, let's say you're going to get an amazing gift and you're a kid. So maybe let's say a video game system is going to be the big, huge gift. If you asked your parents for that for months, and if you got good grades, if you said, this is the only thing I want. If I were to get this, I would be so happy. All right. Well, there's a different level of appreciation for the child that made those efforts for 3 months of good grades, of asking for it, of being good and doing their chores, not getting in trouble at school, whatever. That is going to be so much more appreciated when they open it come Christmas time because they weren't sure they were going to get it. So they don't know what's going on in the future, so it's still a surprise. That's going to be a much different experience of pleasure than dad just walking in the door and saying, here's a video game system. Kids fired up like, no way, thanks, awesome. But it's not going to be the same as something that he's put forth effort for. So with surprises, even with a surprise, there's an element of action. There's a process of action that if we want to get more out of it, we have to participate in. That's why there's that saying of, people don't appreciate anything that they got for free. Shit is true, but it relates to surprises. If you get a surprise out of the blue, you're not going to appreciate it as much unless you kind of did some effort to deserve and warrant that surprise. So how does this play out? Well, We all know that both men and women, we all basically function the same way. We all want some good news, and we all like good surprises. And we also know that it means more if that good news, we had to put a little bit of work to get that good news, to get that positive surprise. We had to do some work to dig and uncover it or reveal it or discover, okay? So that's how all of us function. And so when you're in that dating moment or that going to approach that girl and you're talking to her and you're wondering why you're complimented by like, wow, you're beautiful. I'd love to take you out. Why does that fall flat so often? Because to her, she knows that we're all wired the same, basically, and that we all enjoy good news, but we all, enjoy it a whole lot more when we've actually put forth some action. And you've put forth no action. She's put forth no action. So how can she feel special and valued if you just show up and say, it's like you're the dad walking through and saying, "Surprise! Here's your present." That can work sometimes, but it's not ever like no one's ever gonna say that compares to Christmas morning running down and your mom saying, you can open one first or you gotta open this one last, but whatever, like it doesn't compare to the Christmas morning moment. All right. So it's not the same. It's not the same to a woman either. And it doesn't matter whether what gender it is, male, female, it doesn't matter. If you offer these compliments that are so superficial that require, it's not that they're superficial, it's that they require no work, no investment, no action before the reveal. We watch movies for 2 hours, but we watch 1 hour and 55 minutes as build up to deserve the reveal at the end because then it feels so much better. If I just showed you the last 5 minutes of the movie and told you, like, he lives, he dies, he goes to jail, he gets out of prison, whatever, you'd be like, okay, well, that's not much of an experience. Can I watch the whole 1 hour and 55 minutes before? We want to earn it. We want to get invested. We want to find out like we discovered something. We want that big reveal moment. We all do, men or women. But this is such just a classic case of what goes on with men and women. When you give that superficial compliment to a woman, it's not that it's about her physical appearance that makes you fail so much. That's one aspect of it. But to me, the larger reason why you're failing is because she recognizes that without that effort, every compliment means nothing. Or not nothing, it means less. So you don't get credit, right? So that's why she's like, thanks, whatever. That's why it's not that she needs to be complimented on something non-physical. All right, it's not that you need to just be like, okay, my rule is I'm gonna not give physical compliments. That's not it. You got to give compliments that you uncover through effort, like an archaeologist. You're digging in, you're having interaction with her, you're talking to her, you're getting to know her until you just realize, no way. You like that band too? You've heard of them? I thought they were so underground. None of my friends even know about them. I've seen them in concert 3 times. You've gone to their concerts too? So they were crazy last time, right? And now, guess what? You're more attracted to her now than you were before. Before she was pretty, but now she's pretty and she's cool because she likes the music that you like and you guys have this in common and it's an unexpected surprise. Much more attractive than, I mean, they just don't even weigh the same. Like pretty girl who loves my underground band that I'm crazy about. Now you're up here. See the difference? You gotta work for that surprise. You gotta work for that reveal. And if you try and cheat yourself, other people find it unattractive. All right. So it has nothing to, I won't say that it has nothing, it has less to do with the fact that you're giving physical compliments, like shit that she didn't have anything to do with. She was born that way. She had these parents, but it's that you revealed something. It might be the intelligence that you like, wow, you're pretty deep, like it's okay to say like I wasn't expecting that. I'm pleasantly surprised that like we could talk politics or that we could talk about philosophy. There are all these great moments. For me, I mean, like, it's no secret. Anyone who knows me knows that for me, like, of course, beautiful woman gets my attention. But what keeps my attention and really gets me going is when I can talk and be myself and she understands and can speak the same language. I'm like, no way. We could talk about philosophy. We see the same things. We can talk about politics. We can talk about, all these different things and understand. And you understand the stuff that I talk about and the way I think, the way I express myself. It makes sense to you. You know, that's so much more attractive than just XYZ pretty girl. All right. So that's why it's important for you all to understand the why behind why those physical compliments fall flat. It's because you're skipping the effort. It's skipping the process that everyone knows makes a surprise worth it. All right? So don't deny somebody that you could be interested in that Christmas experience. They want you to find out great things about them. They want you to feel like it's Christmas. They don't want you to feel like it's Valentine's Day and everybody in the class is going to get a Valentine. The whole class has to give one to everyone else in the class. That's not a great surprise. The surprise is when, like you get something that it wasn't mandatory, That's the great thing. So put in the work and understand women. I mean, it applies to men too, but very much, very, very much to women. So I'd love to know what you guys think. I had obviously a little bit of, not a little bit, a very different take, I think, than the traditional thoughts towards why do physical compliments fall flat? It's because of this, all right? It's because there's this effort before the surprise that earns it, that people want you to experience. And if you don't, I think the experience is cheap. All right. It's like you're a kid who gets candy and it's unappreciated. If you don't appreciate a woman, that's like, one of the worst things you can do. Don't understand her, don't appreciate her, don't listen to her. You're not going to do well with women. All right. But pay heed. Men, you can do so much better. It's not that you can't give physical compliments, but it's the why behind. So take that into consideration and do the work. Do the work. You got to get to know somebody and reveal those positive surprises. And I hope you all got a lot of great content out of this video. I enjoyed offering my different take. I saw this actually, someone else was talking about this and I was like, whoa, I think way differently than the superficial information out there, which was just like, oh yeah, don't give women compliments about their body because they're tired of it. No. That's like ABCs of dating advice. I want to get a little bit deeper with you all. So you all take care. Thanks for watching. If you appreciated the content from this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And male or female, if you're not satisfied with your dating or online dating experience, I invite you to join one or both of our free academies. We have Get Game Group Academy and Get Game Group Online Dating Academy, both of which send out free weekly videos designed to help you up your game.